About 4 years ago, we began a research project. The reason why we did so was because actually Bex had been to a seminar on outcome measures. Outcome measures are where you involve the client in the ability to give feedback to the therapist about how well the therapy is progressing, how they feel about whether they're getting any better. And one of the key things that came out of this seminar was the fact that if you involve a client in feedback of this nature, they actually get better more often and sooner. So for us it was a no-brainer that we should incorporate that into our way of working, and we've been teaching it on our course ever since. But what also arose from that, of us having a network of therapists who were completing these outcome measures or having clients who did so, was that we then had an opportunity to begin to collate it, to measure the effectiveness of cognitive therapy as a whole. So we got a great Questie called Julie, who had experience of research, to begin this project, where we recruited some brilliant and very kind therapists who agreed to join in. A lot of hard work on their part to get the thing going, and to plug away for a number of years, inputting data online from the result of the outcome measures that their clients were filling in. And finally, I know it says 4 years actually isn't a very long time in the research field, but it feels a long way when you're plugging along. We have just had this first pilot study published by the Mental Health Review Journal. And the conclusion of this study was that cognitive hypnotherapy is an effective treatment for anxiety and depression. And this is massive. This really is a game changer, isn't it?
It is. It's very, very exciting and very meaningful for us and for you. And it's going to take perhaps a little while for that to filter through, but at the moment we're celebrating, absolutely.
And it means that we can begin to compete, if that's the right word, with other evidence-based approaches like CBT, who are able to access government funding, where their services are offered to the NHS, to doctors' surgeries, to care workers, and with a bit of luck, well actually not with a bit of luck, with a bit more hard work on our part, we will be able to open those doors so the public will be able to access what we believe in as an efficacious therapeutic approach on a much wider basis. So lots of reasons to be excited, both for the benefits of the public getting it, but also for us as well, because at last cognitive hypnotherapy can be seen as a standalone individual approach that is on a par with anything else that's out there. I think that's a thing we've worked really hard to get to, isn't it?
I think it's important to stress as well, to you as individuals, that this is a study that's been done entirely voluntarily by clients and entirely confidentially. So this is not something that there is any risk to the client in the sense of it becoming openly known. It's part of the therapy that you do between yourself and the therapist that you're seeing. It becomes part of how you change, and that's a wonderful thing for us, because it's giving us this evidence base, and yet it's also impacting individual clients and the work that they're doing. So it's a two-win, really.
It is. So with this pilot study proving the proof, what they call the proof of principle of this approach, now we're up the mountainside. We can just keep on climbing until we get where we want. So it's a great start.